Some books don't end when you close them, they stay, not loudly. You're not constantly thinking about them, but something about them lingers just beneath the surface. You move through your day as usual, but there's a line that keeps returning, a feeling you can't fully place, a kind of quiet disturbance. I felt this after reading The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. Not while reading it exactly. While reading, you're following her words, her structure, her way of making sense of something that feels impossible to make sense of. But after, something else begins. It's not clarity, it's not even emotion in a clear form. It's more like your mind is trying to rearrange itself around what you've just taken in. And that's a strange place to be, because you're not sure what to do with it. You can't review a book like that, at least not honestly. You can't neatly summarize how it made you feel. So most of the time you don't do anything, you just carry it within you. But this is where writing, even just one page, becomes something else entirely. Not analysis, not interpretation, just a way of sitting with what the book left behind in you. Because when you read something difficult, it doesn't only stay on the page, it interacts with your own memories, your own fears, your own unfinished thoughts. And if you don't give that interaction any space, it remains vague. You feel it, but you don't quite understand what shifted. So instead of trying to write about the book, you can write from that feeling. You might start with something simple. I finished reading this, and something about it hasn't left me. And then just stay there. You might find yourself not even mentioning the book again. Instead, you write about something it reminded you of, a thought you hadn't revisited in a long time, a fear you usually keep at a distance. This is the quiet work of reading. Not understanding the text, but noticing what it moves inside you. Joan Didion writes about grief in a way that doesn't try to resolve it. She doesn't turn it into something neat or complete. And reading that changes how you sit with your own thoughts. You realize that not everything needs to be processed immediately, not everything needs to become clear, but it still needs somewhere to go. That's what the page becomes. A place where the after effect of reading can exist without needing to become something structured or finished. If you've ever read something that stayed with you like this, you'll know the feeling. It's not always comfortable, but it's also not something you want to lose. So instead of moving on too quickly or trying to make sense of it too soon, you let yourself write. Not about the book necessarily, but about what it left behind. And maybe the question isn't, what did I understand from this? And maybe you should ask yourself, what did this book quietly bring up in me that I haven't fully looked at yet? You don't have to answer that completely. Just take a page, let the thoughts come as they are, even if they feel unrelated at first. Because often what stays with you after a difficult book isn't something you can explain right away. It's something you have to sit with, right through. And slowly, without forcing it, you begin to understand not just the book, but yourself in relation to it. One page is enough for that, more than enough actually. Because sometimes all you need is a place where what you've read can continue softly.